like on the project, how do I find out if he's corrected the portion I turned in and where we're at with it?
I don't know if it's been graded yet. I can't go see because I'm in the quiz. So
just go to the assignments.
Actually, so what I did when I saw that he made a comment on mine was you have to go to grades instead of progress. So you go to grades and then you go down and there's comments in like on the right side.
Oh, I can see right here in the assignments, it says collect and describe the data has been turned. It says one submission, yeah, but there's no feedback on it. But it doesn't show any feedback on the design the study either. It doesn't even show that it's been turned in.
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to go to the home page, like of our class, and then you hit the thing that says grades.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why it wouldn't have yours graded, but
it doesn't even have yours graded on in the assignments window. I'm looking right now. In the assignments section, it doesn't even have yours in there.
There's an assignment section? Because for me, it's just a list of like all of our assignments.
Yeah, you know at the top where it says, where it says grades, where you can go to grades. There's one that says assignments too. And if you click on that, the only thing that's in there is the project.
Yeah, so this one's just, if you just go to grades, like you're.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I see it right here. I see it right here, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's been graded.
That's weird that yours hasn't. Yeah. Because for my design the study, we got full points, and then he just said, like in the comments, because there's a little comment section, said make sure that you do the mean median instead of just the median, because you have means for ANOVA. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the grade section right now, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the grade section, it says final project. And it has design the study 10, design the study self-report quiz is worth 5. Those are both graded. But then the next one is collect and describe the data.
Your design the study there's a grade in there for it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, there is in this one.
Good.
Am I cutting out again, of course?
No.
Oh, good. Yeah, so it's just that we don't have any grade for collect and describe the data. So I'm like, but I emailed him like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
I emailed him and said, I want to know which questions I got wrong on the last exam. It's the worst exam I had. And so I want to know what questions I got wrong so that I can prepare for the final. And I haven't heard a thing from him.
I was just thinking about that. I'm like, how are we supposed to have a cumulative final class when we don't know what we've gotten wrong on all the other tests, and he hasn't gone over the test? That's one question. My last teacher, at least, like every person who responded to her like announcement, she did a live video where she went through the entire test, and she would go over everyone that was wrong. So there were some that everybody got right, but everyone who responded, the ones that they got wrong were gone over.
Well, did you notice at the beginning of the I don't even know what you call it, in the notes at the beginning of the week, he said, this is the question that people got wrong the most. And I'm like, okay, that's one question.
And I don't know.
And actually, that's not one I got wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think that's one of the ones I got wrong. It was several of the other ones. Because I was out of town, the one thing I forgot to take with me.
Notes.
When the other 2 exams. And so those are the ones I missed, was the old stuff, because I didn't remember.
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating, but anyway.
It's so true.
So, well, did you notice too, he said on there that he's going to have an online study thing. It says email him if you're interested.
Yeah.
And I'm
I wonder
like,
if it's gonna go over the like the review. Because honestly, I feel like the review only helps like halfway with the final.
absolutely. I think that when we do the review things before the exam, I mean, but it's not that helpful.
No, because honestly,
So, anyway.
test review we did, I felt like so good. I was like, I understood and could get all of those answers easily in the review. And then
Yeah.
I got to the
Mm-hmm.
and was like, this stuff wasn't even on the review.
Yeah,
it's frustrating.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought too. And the stuff that he pulled from the previous exams was like, I was like, I don't know. I don't remember how to do that. I was so frustrated I left my notes, but you know, so
I
nothing
did
I could
too.
do
I
about
had
it.
that in-law come home and take a picture of my notes, but it was only just like the basic stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
on the counter, please take a picture of it and send it to me. But I mean, it wasn't everything that I needed.
Wasn't enough. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go for the final. I'm going to go over like the practice ones.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, I don't even think that's that helpful. I don't think it's that helpful.
I just feel like at halfway, it covers about half of the material in the test, and the other stuff you're supposed to pick up
Yeah.
on the way. But like, it's hard teaching ourselves, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Oh well, hopefully we'll make it.
Let's see.
And I think this stuff is like really confusing. I cannot wait for this class to be done. I'm beside myself to be finished.
Yeah.
I hope I pass so I don't have to take it again.
Well, if I
know. I hope we all.
third freaking time, I have no idea.
We got to do it. I hope we all pass. Anyway. Okay. So we want to start.
Real quick, Chase, have you talked to Cammie about doing the make an inference and take action?
Yeah.
You guys, do you need anything? Do you need any help?
Well, we decided that I would do the test and then send it to her in an Excel.
Okay, like the ANOVA test?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You guys did get the example I sent you guys, right?
I think I did, yeah.
Okay.
But how do I get all the data that we've collected?
Sherry has the data, and then I also sent you the collect the data, or did I send you the Sherry's collect the data page?
I don't know.
I'll just send it to you again.
Okay.
Or Sherry can. It's a whatever.
What do you need?
The collect the data sheet.
Oh, do you want me to just send what I turned in? Would that be helpful?
Yeah.
Just so
Okay.
it has data, the data to explain.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think I only sent it to you, Cassie, didn't I? Oh, I think I did. Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you as soon as we hang up.
And I thought I sent it to them, but I must have forgotten. Hey, stop. You guys need to chill out.
Yeah, because I don't even remember. Did I send you the final thing, Cassie? I don't even remember if I did.
Yeah, I know. We were just kind of like bouncing ideas back. Hey, oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll send it to both of you today, Chase.
Okay.
No, I think you sent it to me, Cass.
Okay.
Cassie, sorry.
Oh, you're good. Everybody calls me that.
Oh, she did.
Well, my sister-in-law, her name is Cassidy, and I call her Cass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I rarely hear my full name, so it's okay. Only when I'm in trouble. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if we're ready, just so you guys know, this was the only group meeting quiz that I did not complete my first time going around. So I don't have the backup answers.
Well, I already took it once and I got 3 of them wrong, but one of them or 2 of them, I kind of know why. There's only one of them that I'm not sure.
Okay.
So we'll get it.
Yeah.
So number 3 for the true linear regression equation, where BO and B1, whatever you call it, X, where they're unknown, what are the null and alternative hypothesis? It's number 3. The B1 or whatever you call it equals 0 is the hypothesis, and the alternative is that they're not equal to.
Okay.
And it's always that.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it one of those ones where it's always like, okay.
Yep, it's always like that. Whenever we're B and O or unknown, it's always that. So that helps to know that.
Yeah, that really does. Okay, awesome.
And then number 4, a residual. The difference between BO and B1, dependence on the independent variable, and the difference between the observed value Y and the value predicted by the regression line. It's that one. It's number 3.
Okay. Is the difference?
It is what it's.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's what it's telling us. The residual tells us the difference between the value of Y and the predicted value by the regression line. I don't really understand this. I read it and it's in my head, but I don't really understand it. But
in like a real life term.
Yeah, I don't really totally get it, but it's one of those things where I've memorized what they're telling me, but I don't fully understand it. So number 5, this is the one that I didn't get right, but I think I know what it is. A plot of residuals supports using linear regression when. The thing that's weird about this is they said that on like a scatter plot, or on a, not a scatter plot, a Q plot, if it's all over the place, then that means it is, you can use linear regression that supports it. So like when it says you see the last one there where it says you see a pattern, you don't see a pattern. So I know it's not that one. Megaphone shape in the residuals, that's not really it either, where it goes out. I don't think that's it. I put the residuals are all positive and that was wrong. So it must be that the residuals look normally distributed. But that doesn't totally make sense either.
Yeah. What we'll do is I'll turn it in, and then if we don't get that one right, then we'll pick a different one.
Okay.
You can turn it in, and then I mean, but we'll find a way.
I don't know. Yeah, well, I know it's not the residuals are all positive. So, and I don't think it's the last one either, because you don't see a pattern in it. They said that's it, is that it's scattered all over, and you might have an outlier here or there, but it's not patterned. So it's either got to be 1 or 3. So I don't know what you guys want to pick on that.
That they look normally distributed, so we'll see.
Okay.
How that
we'll just go from there and see. Okay. Then number 6, we got to put the math stuff in the.
All right, so which one do we put it in?
Okay, so we put it in the, oh, I didn't bring it up. It's the one that we've been using. I don't even have it up. Just a sec here. The inferential, the quantitative inferential.
Oh. Stop. All right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's the linear regression one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In the, yeah, that's it.
So we just put in the explanatory and the response, right?
Right. So confidence is the explanatory. So confidence is X. Put it in X.
and the score is Y.
Okay. I do have to say I've done better in this one because we don't have to use SPS or whatever.
Yeah, that's super awesome that we didn't. That would have been horrible to try and learn something like that too.
It's insane. Like, this is all set up for us, so like you just copy and paste like the information into it, and it doesn't. You had to go in and do like the technology behind it and to program it basically, and it was like so confusing.
No, I would have never been able to do it.
It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Okay.
So, do you guys have it in?
No.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
No, mine's just
you're fine.
my Excel thing is being really stupid.
I hate it when it does that.
It won't open up in separate windows, and then it gets confusing.
That is confusing.
Yeah.
I know. I always, when I do this, I always use two computers. I have my big computer in my office, and then I have my laptop. So I talk to you on the laptop and do all my other stuff on the other one. So it's just easier.
Oh my gosh. I have all of it just on my laptop, and it's like,
yeah, that's hard.
Okay. So if you look at it, what is the question? Compute the residuals for the data using software. What statement describes the residuals? Is that just
so look in the residual? Just look in the residual row with all the numbers.
Wait.
And it's saying.
Which row?
The row that says residuals. I think that's what it says.
Okay, what do we put? What and what? We put the score in what?
Oh, I gotta look in there and see. What's it say?
The score is
response. So the score is Y.
Confidence is the explanatory.
And the confidence is X.
Okay. Where are you seeing residuals? Because I can't find that word anywhere.
Are you in the linear regression?
Mm-hmm.
Did you put your numbers in the linear regression?
Oh,
so it should say in
that column. Okay,
residuals column.
Okay.
Yeah, so just look down the column, and you should be able to look at the scatter plot too. That will tell you if it looks like it's. Dang it. Sorry. Like the scatter plot should show you too what they're saying. The residuals, the answer is number one. The residuals are between about -40 and 25. Because if you look at all of them, and if one of the reasons that makes it helpful, which I didn't pick up on this, but my husband did, if you look at the scatter plot, there's an outlier at the bottom, and it says -40.
Yeah.
So you know it's the first one. So the residuals are between about -40 and 25.
Okay.
And they're not in a linear pattern, and they're not all negative. So
yeah.
So it's number one.
Okay. Based on the QQ plots for these residuals, what can you say about the result? They look
fairly normal.
Yeah. Yep. I thought it was, how do you guys know? How do you Q plot it though? Because a scatter plot is not the same. How do you turn it in? How do you put it in a Q plot?
Oh.
I thought they were the same.
I'm like, that looks normal, I guess.
Yeah, well, I put it does too, but I thought a scatter plot, it was different than a Q plot, but maybe not. Because I put the same thing, and that's right. It's the residuals are fairly normal. So that's right.
Yeah, they look similar.
Yeah, so that was right. The residuals are fairly normal.
Well, then it says, use a software to create a scatter plot of the data. Given the scatter plot, residual plot, and the QQ plot, which of the 5 assumptions about linear regression are satisfied by this data? Check all that apply.
Well, I checked 1, 3, 4, and it was wrong. But I think it's all of them because it has the 5 requirements for a linear regression model are: there's a linear relationship between X and Y.
That's the first one.
The error term is normally distributed. What does that say? The error term, I don't know what that is.
All values of X. So
The variance of the error terms is constant for all values. So all of the terms are on here. The X's are fixed and measured without error. Yeah, that's number 4. And then the observations are independent.
Yeah,
So it must be all of them. It must be all of them.
I will do that.
Because I only put 3 of them and it was wrong. So
What is the
because I didn't know.
B1 estimate for the slope? B1 estimate for the slope.
Is it 18.69? Or no, it's 12.695.
Yeah, it's 12.695. Yeah. And then they want to know the lower bound and the upper bound for the confidence interval.
I hate confidence intervals. It's the only thing I don't understand.
B1, so like 10.674 is the lower one.
Yep.
Oh, right there. Yeah, 10.674.
And then they want the upper bound, which is 14.715.
Cool. Hey, we're matching. Okay.
Yay, I know. It's like, yay.
Based on the evidence using the level of significance A equals 0.05, what decision did you make regarding the hypothesis test of B1? So B1 equals 0, right? That was what the hypothesis test was.
Yep.
And then, okay, let's see. So what's the p-value? Oh, p-value is for B1 or
For B1?
B1 is 3.312. Wait, that's
6. Well,
0.
it's got the E.
Right? It's 0. It's got,
Yeah, it's 0.
I remember.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
lower than the significance level.
Okay.
Yeah, it's lower.
Because it's got the
So
E, that means there's that many zeros in front of it. So there's 25 zeros in front.
Oh, the HO must go, so we reject the null hypothesis because the p-value is less than A.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
For a hypothesis test for B1 slope, if you reject the null hypothesis, what does this mean? There is sufficient evidence to conclude that the slope of the regression line is not 0.
Not 0.
Yeah, it's not 0. And that is because it's because of that thing that we were just talking about with the hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
The hypothesis is that B1 is equal to 0. The alternative is B1 is not equal to. So we know that because we rejected it, it's not equal to. So it's not 0. So yeah, that's right.
Open up a new one. Okay, let's hit undo. Okay. Here. Okay. So for this one, we do the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Head length and body length?
So the head is X.
Okay. Quite a few less.
Oh dear.
Might take a minute.
And I do think that they will ask us this on the test, like where they're asking, I think it's in this question, don't they ask which one is the X and which is the Y? I think that's what, yeah, for this data, which variable is the dependent and which is the, which is the independent. So I do think we need to know this. So I put it in my notes, X is the independent variable, or they call it the explanatory variable. And it is not X is the independent variable, or they call it the explanatory variable. It is not affected. It's not affected by the other variable.
Okay.
And then Y is the dependent variable or the response variable, and it is affected. So for number 14, when they say which is the dependent, the head length is what they measure to determine what the body length is going to be. So the head length is the independent variable. The body length is dependent, because whatever size they determine, whatever the head length is what they figure. If the head length is this size, then the body length is going to be this size. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
yeah, so whatever the dependent would be the body, because the body length is dependent on what the head length is. They look at the head length, and that tells them what the body length is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Construct a 95% confidence interval. Input your answers for the margin of error.
And that one I got wrong because I forgot to divide by 2, I think was the issue. So if you go to B1, yeah, so if you go to B1, because that's what it's asking for, and go to the confidence interval, you take 8.103, subtract 7.218. Yeah, and then I put the answer, 0.885, but you're supposed to then divide it by 2.
Oh,
so it should be
0.44.
Yeah, I think it should be yeah, or 0.44. Well, if we rounded, it'd be 0.443.
No.
Okay. Input the lower bound, which is 7.
Because it should be 442, because the next number is 4.
I got 5.
Oh, I have 5. Mine says 5.
You do? Because I have 4. How many decimals out do you go?
Oh, weird. Mine just says 0.4425.
So does mine.
Mine's 442435492.
Hold on.
Okay, that's weird. Let me do it again. 8.103 minus
if I bring the decimals in, it's still
218 equals. So what do you get when you subtract them, Chase? Subtract 7.218 from 8.103.
8.103 minus 7.218 equals
8.
divided 0.885.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Then I just divided that by 2. And I got yeah.
Well,
so I think it's 0.443 if we're doing it right.
Yeah.
Well, mine just says 0.8848 because mine goes further out in the decimals.
Oh, he got a fancy calculator.
I'm just using the Excel sheet.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know how to do that. Okay, so then you want to input the lower bound confidence level on that.
Still give me 0.442.
7. So the lower confidence, we 7.218.
Yeah. And then the
upper is
103.
Yeah, and that one's right too.
Based on your
And then the last one.
Based on your lower and upper bound from the last two problems, what can you say about B1? We
are 95% confident the confidence interval will contain the true value of B1, or whatever that's called.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I'll go submit this and see what is up.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, we got 8 wrong.
Is that the multiple choice one?
Yeah, yep. But we got everything else right. So we got a 94. We got 17 out of 18.
Okay, so number 5. Number 5 was supposed to be the residuals look normally distributed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so dang it. What number was it? 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I would have gotten it wrong if I put 0.442, because that's what mine rounded to.
I don't know.
Probably not, because some of them there's a little give to them.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I hope so.
Yeah, we got 8 wrong, or yeah, 8 wrong, but I honestly don't know what to put. Oh, that being rude.
I'm wondering if the observations are independent is checked. Because there was one dependent, right? And one independent.
Yeah. I don't know.
So if we uncheck that one?
Yeah, try that one.
Yeah, I don't know. We're guessing, but I don't care if we got one wrong.
Yeah, I'm like,
do you want to try it?
Yeah,
it's like, I don't know. I was like, he hasn't turned his in yet, so.
Oh, damn.
I can do mine again too, and we can narrow it down. Yeah, let's do it. Are you just not checking the last one? You got it wrong?
Yeah, and I unchecked the observation.
I think
I don't know what it is then.
You can't miss one. Normally they do it to where like you'll get half points for like what ones you got right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an all or nothing type setup.
Yeah.
Let me see. I don't.
Yeah. Because I mean, I have what the requirements are, but I guess we'd have to look at it. Use software to create a scatter plot of the data. Given a scatter plot, residual plot, and Q plot, which are the 5 assumptions. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it enough to even know. I'll text the tutor later and she'll tell me, and then I'll send you guys an email. Yeah, I'll text you guys and let you know. So.
Well, we did good.
All right. Well, sounds good. One more, you guys. Yay.
Is that so crazy?
Yeah, I'm excited. Practicum being over, I'm stoked. Chase, do you want me to send you that, collect the data, or do you already have it? I can mail it to you. I mean, I can email it to you.
I have because Cassie forwarded what you had, well, no. Hold on.
I forwarded
my
sister, but I don't know if I forwarded an updated version of hers because I don't know if she went in and changed it. So,
well, the one that Sherry sent said this is what I came up with, and it has her information, and then it has the graphs, but I need like all the numbers to be able to put it in the ANOVA test.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you because I've got everything. I don't think Cassie and I were going back and forth, so I was just kind of sending her bits and pieces of stuff.
Yeah, and I was on my phone.
So
I looked like a dingus because I didn't know what was going on.
No, it was fine. No, I was grateful. I'm grateful that you know kind of how to do it because I really do think the directions for it are really crappy.
Didn't get any information.
Anyway, but okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll send it to you and Cammie, Chase. I'll send it to you right now.
And
yeah.
I just gotta find it.
Let's see, when is that due? Because next week is when our PowerPoint is due, right?
I think so. I think everything's due
this week.
Everything this week? Make inference and take action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's due this week. So we got to make sure we get it in on time because we're going to have a short amount of time to get that PowerPoint done.
Yeah. But hopefully it'll be okay. We'll just.
Yeah, hopefully.
It'll be a short little PowerPoint.
Yeah, we'll get it in. Yeah, it doesn't have to be long. And the thing is, it'll be good. We got to get 100% on that if we can, because that's 100 points for each of us. That's like what one of the exams is worth.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. That would be like getting 100% on an exam, which we could all use. That'd be great.
Did you you need to write up for the extra credit, Sherry?
Yeah.
Can I see it as an example?
What did you ask me about it? Oh, I haven't done it, but I'm going to do it today. I'll email it to you guys.
Okay.
After I finish it, I'll just send you it, and then you guys can look at it and see exactly, because it's not that hard.
Yeah. Well, that's what
either today or tomorrow.
I just always overthink stuff, so I'm like, so.
Yeah, I don't think it's that hard, but I will. I'm either going to do it today or tomorrow, so I'll send you guys. I'll just email you guys a copy of it when I'm finished, so you can just see how to do it.
Oh, that is so awesome.
What was the website used again? I can't remember it.
Google Scholar.
Google Scholar, yeah.
Okay. I know I've used it, but not enough to remember it.
Yeah, I've never even used it. I didn't even know about it. And I just did all this research for my practicum. I'm like, I wish I would have known then, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Send this to you, Chase. And yeah, Cassie, do you want to look at Chase and Cammie's stuff before they turn it in to see if there's anything else?
Yeah, just send it in the group email or whatever, and then we can all just check it out and.
Okay.
Chase.
Because that really helped me to have you look at it was like really helpful for me. So yeah, before you turn it in, Chase, if you just want to send it to us, everybody can look at it and see if there's anything else.
Okay.
Then you and Cammie.
Okay. Okay, sounds great. Well, thanks, you guys.
Go team.
All right. Have a good day. I'll see you on Thursday.
Bye.